Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
What's on Tap podcast? Ready to go, hitting your ear holes, feeling fresh and fly on the flip side. Once again with Martin.
I'm like the mold at the edge of your bathtub that you just can't get rid of.
You are. No matter how hard we scrub,
Yeah.
it just doesn't go away. How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good.
Excellent. Well, tonight we got a couple of fun and interesting, potentially fun and potentially interesting beers. I'm very excited about this evening's choices.
I'm super excited. So to let the viewers in on it, I was allowed to look into Stefan's secret beer fridge. And I chose two beers for two specific different reasons.
Yes. And you chose, I think, quite well. I'm very excited about these two beers.
So the first choice, I just know it's going to be amazing. The second one is personal. I'm being selfish.
Well, I will say that every time I've said, I know this is going to be amazing, I usually end up being quite wrong.
Oh, man,
so,
I cursed it?
So, no, I'm just saying there's a huge potential for this to be amazing.
Yes.
And I have high hopes for it.
Yes.
Because it's called Schieve Saison, and it's a collab made with our friends from Crooked Stave on August 8th, 2017. It's a barrel-aged Saison from Brasserie de la Senne in Brussels, and it comes in at 5.2% ABV. And that is all the information you need to know.
We just know it's going to be good.
I have high hopes for this because it looks just absolutely wonderful. The residual head on here is really lingering and almost like a meringue kind of agitated a little bit, and it just froths up, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous in the glass.
Agreed.
And the smell
the aroma is 100% Crooked Stave.
Yeah, it is just this beautiful, winey, barrel-aged Brett.
But this is interesting because I thought that this smells so much like Crooked Stave. And if someone would have asked me yesterday, I would have said, yeah, that's the Crooked Stave house flavor. That's probably their yeast strain, or their brewery just has this flavor ingrained into everything.
Yeah.
But for them to be able to get this aroma out of a beer made in Belgium, it has to do something with the craft.
Yeah. Wow, that just smells so good. I can't
Yeah,
wait
it
to get
does.
this. All right.
Cheers.
Yeah, that is just light and fruity, a little tart.
Yeah, a little lime.
Very clean.
Lime.
Yeah, very clean. Just a nice, neat finish.
It tastes like a Crooked Stave beer.
It does. Very much so.
Brasserie de la Zen, for me, make easily drinkable yeasty beers.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I know them for.
Yeah.
So they often get a 3.5 from me. That's not bad.
No, I mean, I think they fall into that perfectly good workaday brewery where you're going to get a lot of really good stuff, but you're probably not going to get like something that's just going to knock your socks off. They're not going to be the blow you away, but you're never going to get a beer that you're just kind of like, wow, that was horrible. It's going to be just pleasant, enjoyable, true to style, and you're not going to leave unhappy.
Agreed. So there's a lot of lemon and some lime in this flavor.
Very citrusy.
Yes.
Yeah. The smell is just like that cheesy goes kind of smell to it. Oh, so I got this at kiosk in Copenhagen, and they're selling it for like 30, 40 crowns a bottle.
Wow.
I know. If I know it was this good, I would have bought more bottles.
Yeah.
This is so easily drinkable. I'm going to be this is one of those beers where you drink and you're like, I'm just sad it's gone.
Yeah.
Because it's just so light and effervescent and fruity, smooth, and it's literally like you drink it and you're like, oh, I want more. You just want to go back to it immediately.
Yes.
I haven't had this experience in a while. I feel like this is
nice.
what I want from beers. Yeah, that is exceptional.
Yeah, so for me, this is a 4.25. I'm just jumping right into it.
You're jumping right into it. And honestly, I'm going to go with a 4.5.
Wow, nice.
Because it's so easily drinkable. Again, at a 5.2% ABV, you could drink several of these and just relax and enjoy it and not feel guilty about it or worried about getting smashed.
Yep.
It's just so pleasant and pleasing, and there's just this nice balance between the tartness and the sweetness from it, and the breadiness that comes through in the aftertaste, and I just can't think of like what it could be missing at this point, because it just is working for me on so many levels.
Yeah, definitely. I want to go on a tangent.
That it wouldn't be an episode without you going on a tangent.
I often go on tangents, and that's the listener's favorite thing to happen.
So many people write in and
yeah.
if Martin's on, please. If there's not 3 tangents, then he's just wasting his time.
There are many, many collaborations where the hyped brewery doesn't really shine through.
Yeah.
We have a sad example here in Sweden where Poppels are constantly making collaborations with J. Wakefield. And it's never as good as J. Wakefield's own stuff.
Well, it's never as good as Poppel's own stuff, and it's never as good as J. Wakefield's own stuff.
And that's the worst combination.
Right. So, like, they've done several collabs, and I'm kind of like, and honestly, it's not just the Poppel's one, but other J. Wakefield collabs, like Brewski and... And I can't... There's another one that he's done, and I'm kind of like, this is not good. This is quite bad.
Yeah. Because you want a combination of the breweries. You want the qualities of each to shine through. So you're drinking it and going like, oh, wow, I can totally see the good qualities of both of these.
Yeah.
And then there are collaborations where a name is just pasted on a bottle or can, but it tastes just like the brewery where it's made. So you're thinking, okay, so the collaboration brewers, they just went there, sat on a chair and drank beer while some apprentice made the beer.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? And this is a good example of where it is a good combination of both brewers. Especially Crooked Stave, but they're the visiting brewery. They're allowed to shine through the most because that's difficult to achieve. That makes me more happy about this collaboration.
Yeah. And this is a really strong collaboration. Like, I'm just absolutely blown away that Crooked Stave was able to get in there, like, bring in their style, bring in their funk, and just create a saison that's just this immensely drinkable. Honestly, I'm just sad it's a 33 centiliter. I wish it was a bomber or a 750 bottle, because I could drink a lot of this.
Oh, it's great.
All right, so next up
is my selfishness.
It is.
It's a beer I wanted to buy at Systembolaget when there was a release of locally produced beers. And I just missed out. When I clicked order, it said, this and a few others is just not available for you. Wah, wah, wah.
But I was quick that day.
Yes.
Fleet of finger. And I purchased a bottle of Pralin Imperial Milk Stout.
From Salins Brygghus.
No.
What?
Nope.
It's not from Salins?
Nope. Akia.
Oh, there's Akia.
Akia Brygghus.
Wow.
Kungsbacka. Yeah.
I must have missed a Salins beer as well.
Well, you missed a couple of beers.
Oh, man.
This comes in at 8%, as best before 2020, January 25th. But we opened it today, so we will never know what that experience will be like.
But this decreases my selfishness, because Akia makes a lot of good beers.
Well, good. I've never heard of Akia or tried their stuff.
Salins makes a bunch of mediocre stuff, but I really wanted to try their Imperial Milk Stout.
Well, this smells so good. You're getting sweetness, you're getting the roasty malts just off of the nose, like chocolate and coffee. A lot of coffee off of this.
It poured very thick.
Yeah, it poured very thick. There wasn't a lot of head on this. Like, the carbonation appears to be very low. It poured, like, was this 8%? Yeah, it poured like 11 or 12, 13%, kind of beer. So it reminded me a lot of like a prairie beer when it was poured.
Yeah.
Just rich, kind of a chocolatey head. It resided really quickly, but it just smells.
After the episode,
absolutely
you and
amazing.
I need to have a serious discussion about Prairie Double Dunk, the Oreo cookie beer.
Look, I got to try it again. There were 3 of us. We all tried it. We all agreed the exact same thing. So it wasn't like one person tried it and thought, this tastes weird. All 3 of us tried it and thought, there is something fundamentally wrong with this.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what you 3 were. Maybe there was some mold in the air and you were sick or something. To clue the listeners in, I gave the beer a 4.75 and Stefan gave like a 1 or something.
It tasted like olive juice.
What?
And all we could taste was olive brine.
That's the most funked up rating I've ever heard.
It was disgusting. None of us, like the 3 of us, none of us could finish it because we all thought it was absolutely horrible. And we were very, very excited to try that beer.
Wow.
So, I don't know. I think it was something wrong with the bottle. I've got another bottle to try. So, I'm looking forward to trying it again because I believe that there was just something off. So,
Most likely.
And it could be the fact that the 2 beers we had before were the Overwork sours from Birddog. Maybe a Scooter taste bud. So, if you recalibrate or try it fresh, maybe it tastes different. But I'm going to maybe we'll revisit it in a future episode.
Maybe. But to climb back from this tangent, this beer poured similarly to Prairie Stouts.
It smells like a much higher ABV beer. Like it's not like in a pastry style, but just in a rich, roasty coffee stout.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, well, cheers.
Cheers.
I like the mouthfeel. It feels like there's maybe a little bit of cinnamon in there, maybe. No, water, barley, oat, lactose, hops, and yeast.
Yeah.
So very clean, but there is...
Thick mouthfeel, for sure.
That's the oat edition.
A lot of chocolate. Not chocolate, cacao.
Yeah.
Cacao powder in the aftertaste.
Yeah. This is excellent.
Yeah, it's really good.
I am blown away by this. Like I said, it tastes like there's maybe a little bit of cinnamon in there, but according to this, there's no cinnamon. It's got a rich creaminess to it. I'm not a huge milk stout fan.
No.
But for an 8% imperial milk stout, this tastes much richer and much more decadent than what I would expect from this style of beer.
Yeah, and from 8%. I completely agree. This is a positive surprise. Mm-hmm. I thought I was being selfish getting a rating for a beer I missed, but now I'm really happy that this is the beer we've opened.
Yeah.
The stuff I've tried from Akia has all been IPAs. Like a rye IPA and New England IPA. I have to admit, I just checked, and they have good names. One of them is We All Have Names.
Oh.
And IBU has left the building.
Oh, nice.
So the praline that's just a reference to the flavor. Is a praline an American thing as well? Praline is a chocolatey small treat sold by a delicacy chocolatier.
Well, in the States, a pralin or praline would be a something with pecans.
What?
Pecans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nuts?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So praline in Texas would be like a chocolate caramel pecan thing.
Okay, it would be a chocolate caramel.
Yeah.
So it would be a small treat. It just would have pecans in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Chocolate caramel pecans.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It sounds delicious.
It is.
But then it's not that dissimilar.
No, it's not so dissimilar.
And maybe in Sweden all pralines have nuts in them. I actually don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable in
There may be
chocolates.
hazelnuts, but not definitely not pecans.
Yeah. So That's for another podcast. What's on chocolatiers?
Yes, what's on pralines?
Yeah.
This is so good. I'm really shocked and surprised and very, very pleasantly happy because while you go through and you'll buy like anything that comes out.
Yes.
I'm a little more selective, and I usually try to go for things that have a certain rating.
I know. So why did you buy this one?
Because it got a decent rating.
Aha!
And I like the name.
It did.
It had a decent rating, and I like the name, and usually that is not a bad sign. Sometimes you get, it just doesn't work out. But quite often, if it's got a 3.5 or above, you're in that safe zone. But the problem is, on the new and local releases that come out once a month, a lot of those are not hitting threes. They're hitting below threes.
There are a lot of stinkers. So yes, I still buy all of the local releases, but I'm really close to not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, because for me, it's just kind of like, how much money am I going to spend on shitty things that I'm not going to enjoy when I could take maybe 3 of those really shitty beers for the same price and buy something that's really good.
Agreed.
And something I would really enjoy. Because I'm not the mega ticker that you are. I'm more quality over quantity.
Yeah. To be fair, I do find the golden nuggets.
Yeah, like there are diamonds in the rough, as they say.
Yeah. But even when looking at Untapped ratings, there are some real golden nuggets out there that are just not appreciated enough until they reach my palate.
Okay.
So
maybe in the region that they're released in, it's just not the beer for that region.
Yeah, because some parts of Sweden, craft beer still hasn't caught on. Yeah. But someone's made a brewery, and they're putting out lagers, brown ales, IPAs, and then they put out something crazy. And that crazy stuff is usually not received with that much enthusiasm.
If I went on Untapped and I saw someone released a brown ale and it was getting like 3.75s or 4s, I'd buy the shit out of that brown ale because it's probably going to be pretty good.
Yes.
Same thing with like a lager or kind of something really standard. I'd be like, look, if someone's putting out this thing, like someone puts out a lager and it's hitting like 3.75s, I'm going to buy that because that's going to be a pretty goddamn good lager. Yeah. It means that people are undervaluing probably how good it actually is.
Most likely.
Yeah. Because I got the Rimmelov, and I'm a big Rimmelov fan. Yeah. I got their Easter lager, and I don't know how it was. I don't remember. I know I've had it before. I had it last year. For some reason, I didn't check it in. But this year, it is really good.
Ah, nice.
It's sweet, and there's this lemony hoppiness to it. We'll have to try it. I want you to try it, because I want to get your opinion on it. It's just another day. Anyway, so getting back to the beer at hand, what do you rate this one?
Before I give a rating, when you said pecans, and it got my mind into another mindset. Now all I'm smelling is hazelnuts.
Oh yeah,
and they would have put it on the label if
there was hazelnuts or cinnamon. They definitely would have put that on the label because it's very, very clean. They even translate it they have the English and Swedish, so it's water, barley, oat, lactose, hops, and yeast. I mean, it's very, very
if there were hazelnuts in it, I guarantee they would have put it on. But that's what I'm smelling now. And that's kind of connected to this sweet, but still semi-savory.
Yeah.
Nutty is a good term for it. It's good. It's really nice.
I think whoever did the malt roast on this freaking nailed it. Yeah. Their malt build is just crushing it because you're getting so many additional flavors out of this that just clearly are not adjuncts added to it. But you can still get the coffee. Like I said, I feel a little cinnamon. You feel hazelnut. You're getting a lot of flavors out of this beer.
Yeah. I'm going to give this one also a 4.25 for different reasons.
And, I'm going to give it a 4.25 as well. I think it's outstanding. They have really outdone themselves.
So for me, both beers get the same rating, but for completely different reasons.
Yeah. So Akia Brygghus, I will definitely
keep an eye out
for more from them.
They've just bubbled up to one of your top 5 Swedish brewers.
Well, one I'm definitely keeping an eye on. I want to try more from them to see what they're doing because that is a really exceptional beer. All right, so you can find us online at what'suntappedpodcast.com. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you can find fine podcast in the world. And
also www.martinsfanclub.se, which
what?
is... No, don't mind me.
All right.
The listeners can rewind.
I like how you jump in the triple dub there. It's like, wait, who does that anymore?
Yeah, I did.
Apparently.
Keep drinking, you dum-dums.
There you go.